Welcome back, y'all. Now let me just ask you a quick question before we dive into the mess. Did you really think Tiffany Henyard was going to stop going viral just because she lost that mayor's seat in Dalton? Come on, absolutely not. If there's one thing about Tiffany, it's that she is like glitter, you can't get rid of her. She will always find her way back into the headlines. And you already know, it's never for the right reasons. This is the same woman who was once the face of historic change in Dalton, Illinois. The first young black woman to hold that mayoral seat. The one who marched in with all the talk of empowerment, reform, and community uplift. But fast forward a few short years, and where are we? Tiffany's out of office, out of money, and out of excuses. Former mayor of Dalton, ex-Thornton Township supervisor, and yes, the federal investigation is still alive, well, and kicking like a pair of steel-toed boots. Right now, Tiffany is technically unemployed. Think about that for a second. This is a woman who went from pulling in around $300,000 a year stacked with perks, stipends, and taxpayer-funded luxuries to making a whole lot of nothing. No job, no salary, no benefits, no corporate credit card, no private security team chauffeuring her around in SUVs. Nothing. Just Tiffany and her ego. Now, most folks in that situation would reflect, regroup, maybe even humble themselves a little. Not Tiffany. If you've been paying attention, you know this woman doesn't sit still for long. She always finds a new hustle. And more often than not, that hustle smells suspiciously like a scam. And sure enough, after a little digging, surprise, surprise, she's back again with a brand new scheme. And the timing. Perfectly on cue. Happy birthday. And happy cash grab, she just celebrated her birthday recently. Now, let's clap it up real quick. Happy 75th, Tiffany? Just kidding. But the woman did hit Facebook with a big thank you post. She wrote something like, "Thank you for the incredible birthday wishes. And thank you to everyone who supported me by purchasing my book. It sold out in minutes." Ong hung. Sold out in minutes. Right, then she tells folks not to miss out and to click the link below to order their copy so they wouldn't be left behind. Translation: run me your money. Now, let's talk about this so-called book. The title, Standing on Business, sounds tough, right? Like a rap album or an entrepreneurial boot camp. But here's the kicker. She slapped a $99, 99 price tag on it. Let me repeat that. $100 US. According to Tiffany, the book is her journey from mommy moves to making history. Supposedly it's bold, raw, unapologetic, transformational. A leadership manual wrapped in her personal story. But let's be honest here. The real entertainment isn't inside the book, it's in the comments section. The internet ain't buying it. Y'all wasted no time tearing this thing apart. One person wrote, "Typical con artist. When one hustle dries up, she just moves on to the next." Another said, "Why spend $100 on a book when I can get the court transcripts for free?" Somebody else joked, "I'll wait until it shows up bootleg at the barber shop." And my personal favorite, this book is now available in the clearance bin at your local garbage can. Brutal. Then came the heavy hitters. Someone asked, does it come with a chapter on how to misuse public funds? Another compared it to Harry Potter. They said, $100? Even Harry Potter didn't cost that much, and the whole world wanted to know how that ended. And then someone pulled Beyoncé's mom into the conversation. They said, Tina Knowles' book is $14.99. She's richer and more relevant. Tiffany's just trying to scrape up bail money. Ouch. Now, in the middle of this roasting session, there was one lone positive comment. Shout out to Lamont. He dropped a simple, "Congratulations, Tiffany. Great job." Bless his heart. But let's keep it real, Lamont didn't buy that book either. Meanwhile, the rest of the comments kept the fire going. Someone suggested Tiffany better save that book money for commissary when she gets locked up. Another said, nobody's reading it. They're buying it just to burn it. Same way she burned Dalton, and the funniest part. People started asking, how many copies did she even print before claiming it sold out? Because honestly, does Tiffany even have enough fans left to sell out anything? A desperate hustle, let's not sugarcoat this. This book isn't about transformation or empowerment. It's about flipping her downfall into cash. When Tiffany was in office, she was throwing parties, jetting off to Vegas, and treating taxpayer money like Monopoly bills. Now she expects folks to swipe $100 on her paperback? Girl, bye. At the end of the day, this isn't bold, raw, or unapologetic. It's desperate. Tiffany is stacking commissary before sentencing. That's all this is. Keeping something on the books before she needs it for the books? Classic Tiffany. Always flipping a scandal into a side hustle. Always trying to bag the narrative or just bag a dollar. And did you really think Tiffany Henyard was going to fade away quietly just because she lost her supermayor title? Please, that woman refuses to let the spotlight go. So here she comes again, front and center, trying to convince the world she's still relevant. But instead of fixing her mess, she's doubling down with a $100 paperback. Paperback, not hardcover. Not leather-bound, no gold edges. No limited edition slipcase. Just ego wrapped in glossy finish. And this whole sold-out claim? Cap. Big cap. She probably bought the first 2 copies herself, just so she could flex like she's some New York Times bestseller. In reality, it's giving broke. It's giving desperation. If I'm dropping $100 on a book, it better sing to me, pour me a drink, and fold my laundry when I'm done. But Tiffany's book? Nah, this ain't empowerment. This is narcissism on paper. She's out here acting like people are lining up to hear her story. Let's be real. Maybe 3 or 4 people actually bought it. And that's being generous. Chasing the old lifestyle, here's the thing. Tiffany wants you to believe she's building a movement. But in reality, she's trying to rebuild that old $300,000 lifestyle she lost $100 at a time. No mayor's seat. No township office. No payroll check. Just a sad side hustle, dressed up as a legacy project. And here's the painful truth. When God gives you an opportunity, you don't play with it. You don't spit on it. You don't let arrogance blind you. Because when you do, it's gonna just like that. Tiffany had the stage set. Blacklead spaces like Dalton and Thornton Township put her in position. All she had to do was respect the platform. But she fumbled. She let ego win. She thought the community owed her. And now, the community is clowning her. And don't think the clown show is ending anytime soon. First, a $100 book. What's next? An OnlyFans with a $100 subscription? Don't laugh, it's not that far-fetched. And sadly, somebody out there would sign up. Probably Lamont. Wrapping it up, so let's recap real quick. Tiffany Henyard is hustling a $100 paperback nobody asked for. She's claiming sold out when the receipts don't add up. The internet roasted her in the comments harder than she ever roasted a political opponent. And instead of fading away quietly, she's out here still chasing headlines, still clinging to relevance, still pretending she's supermayor. But here's the truth. It's over. No office, no check. No power, just a scam disguised as empowerment and a $100 price tag on desperation. At the end of the day, Tiffany Henyard takes the crown. She wins the Dusty Award. Because trying to hustle your way back into a lifestyle that's long gone, that's peak Dusty energy. So Tiffany, toss that wig. Toss that book. Toss that ego in the trash. It's done. That's my time. Smash that subscribe, hit the bell, and stay tapped in. Because you already know we got more heat coming. Stay sharp. You already know we got more heat coming. Stay sharp.